What have we learned today? We've learned 14-year-olds play too much Grand Theft Auto and know how to steal a lamp. We learned not to teach your mother how to commit a felony crime while on talking to her through a jail phone, which tells you on multiple occasions you're being recorded. We learned that extradition does in fact exist between states. Now, you shouldn't threaten county officers in Minnesota because, in fact, they will come down to Florida and get you. We learned, don't fuck the pony. Please don't fuck the pony. Don't shoot. We learned not to shoot government drones. We learned how to catch an alligator using nothing more than a recycling bin. We learned that sometimes police like to have sex with someone while on camera and be filmed by the person their fucking significant other. We learned that the government will troll you by claiming they have found your 770 pounds of weed, and then they're just going to arrest you if you come and get it. We learned what happens if you get drunk, have a sword, and start fires. Turn out like this. We learned what happened. We learned that instead of sending a text message, it's always better to send a video text of sign language because they're less likely to understand that you're threatening to murder. I didn't cover this story about the sucking toes because this is from like 3 years ago, I think, and everything I read today came out in the last like. When is this from? Early 2020. Okay, so about 2 years. This is another old story, so I left it be. The guy who was on the roof. The Florida man dick joke billboards. We learned that if your neighbor says, if your neighbor threatens to punch you, don't be a smartass and say, go ahead, I'll just call the cops. Because you're going to have to call the cops. We learned that Florida has its own Tiger King, except he deals with lizards and turtles, so that's not as cool. Doorbell licking is ancient. This is just a fun one from a few years back, assaulting a roommate with a slice of pizza. We learned that the IRS is the one government agency you can never commit a crime against. Because they will figure it out. Wasn't Tiger King in Florida? No, Tiger King was in Nebraska, but his arch enemy lives in Carol Baskins. We learned don't hang out the passenger window with your tits out. We learned that grits make an effective weapon to beat someone up. We learned not to send meth through the goddamn mail. What the fuck? That's just fucked up. That's not even funny. We learned that Fat Albert is a real man and he will break into your house if you're not careful. We learned that Bruce Lee County should become a thing. Hey, when did this one come? Okay, yeah, this one's from 2019. Yeah. So we learned a lot of fun things about the beautiful state of Florida. Unfortunately, when we do this again next Saturday, or next Sunday, or whatever my next Saturday, honestly, it's not going to be as long, probably, because this was 2 weeks worth of news stories instead of just the one. But we had some fun. So I'm just going to leave you on the sad grandpa who punched his neighbor in the face. Because he very clearly regrets what he's done. But hey, he managed to fight off multiple deputies while they were trying to arrest him, so he's got that going for him. On online right now. Yeah, because my voice is kind of shot, so I don't really want to do a stream. Or do the full 6-hour stream. Oh god, my throat hurts. But it doesn't look like there's anyone online. I'm just going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to be editing down these individual news articles to different videos. I'm going to be throwing them on YouTube, actually. So let me go ahead and get the link of that. And I'm just going to have the theme song play us off. Ironically, the most Florida man song I've ever heard was written by a bunch of guys from Finland, of all places. I don't get it either. Also, I'm saying this for prosperity's sake. If I ever make a living talking about Florida Man stories, I will go through the process of legally changing my name to Florida Man. I mean that legitimately. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. But if you want to see any individual stories from this section, just go ahead and subscribe to the Florida Man YouTube channel I set up. I'm going to be editing this down over the next week. But it shouldn't be that hard. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to upload as many of these as I can. Probably a couple a day. I don't know what else to say. Hitting the bath salts is a pretty good suggestion, though, let's be honest. And yes, I did time that. Because I've listened to this song too fucking much. Oh yeah, and for those of you who want to know what song is playing, I found this song at like 5 a.m. one day. Just drank 2.5 liters of water in 3 hours. Oh shit, it's on the other side of my bathroom. I don't know what else to say. I'm just going to let this song play out for the next 10 seconds, then I'm going to get out of here. Alright, I'm out. I got some editing to do. Like I said, just go ahead and subscribe to that channel if you want to keep up with what's going on. See you guys later.